The old man kissed his daughter-in-law while his son was not paying attention. His son had not discovered their scandal. He had never seen such a crazy father. After Mark went out to work, the two of them could not wait to start emotional communication. Mark, who was anxious to go out, found that he did not bring his car keys, so he had to return home. I thought that the two people's evil deeds would be discovered by Mark, but I didn't expect that they were much more cunning than I thought. They not only put away all their actions, instead they sat together and chatted harmoniously. This harmonious scene made Mark feel relieved. The two thought they had successfully got away with it, but they didn't expect that there would be a loophole in 100 precautions. Soon, Mark found his father's underwear on the ground, which scared the two of them half to death. The father could only lie that he accidentally dropped it when he went to wash clothes, and Mark had a little doubt about it. His wife saw that Mark was abnormal, so in order to dispel his doubts, he took out the one he had tried early in the morning. Fenjian bang, and told Mark the news that he was about to become a father. As his wife thought, Mark was overjoyed when he heard the news, and all his suspicions disappeared. After 3 years of marriage, she had always hoped to have a child, and now she finally got her wish. He thanked his wife for her hard work and asked him to take good care of their baby. Mark went to work with a radiant face. He happened to meet the nanny who was coming back from shopping. She couldn't hide her excitement. She shared the news of becoming a father with him. The nanny promised to take better care of his wife in the future. After the nanny returned home, she was shocked by the scene upstairs, but maybe she saw it wrong because of her old eyesight, so she planned to quietly go forward to confirm it. It was not until she had a close inspection that she believed the facts in front of her. But he was smart and did not expose it immediately. Instead, he had a good idea. He pretended to have just arrived home. Seeing the doctor's sudden movement, the other two were caught off guard. They immediately restrained their behavior and put on their makeup. The nanny deliberately made a noise of going upstairs and pretended to be unaware and came upstairs. I thought the arrival of the nanny would make the two people restrain themselves, but I didn't expect them to treat him as heir, and even went to their father's bedroom in broad daylight in order not to be disturbed. The nanny understood that the most important thing now was to let Mark see the truth, and he didn't want to see him. Kept in the dark, he found a random reason to let Mark go home quickly, but Mark was in a meeting and couldn't leave at all. But the nanny didn't want to sit and wait for death, so he had to think of another way. In order to let Mark see the nature of the two as soon as possible, he took the risk to open the bedroom door, and then secretly filmed the crimes of the two, but his closing sound instantly attracted his wife's attention. Fortunately, his father was old and didn't hear it clearly and was too nervous when comforting the woman. Fortunately, his wife didn't chase him out, and the nanny immediately sent the video to Mark. After seeing the video, Mark quickly rushed home. The nanny advised him not to be impulsive. With the nanny's reminder, Mark gradually calmed down. In order not to alert the snake, he also quietly opened the door. The scene in the house made him not want to take another look, but now he didn't know who the child in his belly was, so he came up with a plan to get to the bottom of this matter. In the evening, the nanny prepared the meal and called his father to eat with his wife. Before they knew it, Mark was hiding under the table, and they didn't know that their good days were coming to an end. His father repeatedly told him to eat more so that their child would be healthy. Mark realized that the son he had been looking forward to was actually her half-brother. He couldn't believe that the two closest people had betrayed him at the same time. At this moment there was no need to listen, so she came forward to expose the two. He could no longer accept his disgusting father, so he decisively broke off the father-son relationship with her. For her own future, his wife tried to put all the blame on her father. But at this point, any of his excuses were no longer important. The end that awaited him was naturally to be kicked out. After all, people who betrayed did